Welcome back to Good and Crazy News, y'all. It's your boy Aki, and I'm back with another episode. Y'all know I got my trusty co-executive producer in the house.
What's up, guys?
Hey, y'all. So listen, there's going to be some stuff going on with this show today because I tried to do something new and I done screwed up everything. I don't know what's happening. Y'all, guess what? My little cousin is graduated from college in 2 weeks. You know what? He was so nice. He actually did a handwritten envelope, which was so nice, and wrote it to me and put it in the mailbox. Sent it to me. Y'all, I'm going to put his picture up here. Yeah, don't be all trying to act like you embarrassed, Marquise. All right? His name is Marquise Hamilton Dark, y'all. He's graduating from North Carolina A&T University with a Bachelor's of Science in Construction Management. Y'all know how my family get down. We try to get to the bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Congratulations, Marquise. Congratulations. You know what? You probably sent this to me a month ago. But you know black folks don't be going to the mailbox every day. I just seen it today. So sorry, Marquise. Okay, but I do have it. Congratulations, y'all. Congratulations for him, y'all. All right. Let's move on. Let's move right along. Oh, congratulations is in order again, y'all. But this time it's for Good and Crazy News. I try to tell y'all people, y'all don't believe me when I be telling y'all we get hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah.
We get 30, 40, 50,000 views every month. And people be like, I don't know, because your show only say it got 35 views on the show. Listen, don't worry about all that. See? We just hit 650,000 views down here to the YouTube, y'all. Hey! Yes, child. Yes. Don't come for our show. Do not come for our show. And our show is only going to get more popular as time goes on. I decided to do a different format. So instead of only making shorts and TikToks out of the show, which we've been doing successfully since the second coming, the 2.0 version of the show, right?
Yeah.
So we've been doing that successfully, and now I'm taking my show to the next level because now I'm going to just break the show into clips of each story. That way, hopefully, we'll get more traction because we have less hashtags on each show, on each story now. So hopefully, because I did notice that I made some independent type videos, and they have way more views than my actual show on YouTube. So I actually been sleeping on doing that. But you know what? I'm actually was afraid of the success of that a little bit. Because I was like, if I do this, I know my show is going to go to the next level. Like, I know it is. So am I ready to level up? And the answer is yes. Okay, y'all. This is so funny right here, y'all. Y'all know Donald Trump always has egg on his face everywhere he go. What? Listen, I told you to use the ugly picture of Trump from now on.
Yeah. Well,
we
I
don't
just
need
use
to see
this
them
one.
sitting down together because we're about to watch them on the video.
Yeah.
This is about us clowning Trump. Okay? Not seeing them sitting down together. Now, even on this meeting right here, y'all, Donald Trump was trying to put his hand on Macron's knee, and Macron will be like, get your hand off me. Don't put your hand on me. And Donald Trump was sitting up there trying to touch Macron on his knee, and Macron would grab his hand and push it back. Child, sorry, I almost made you drop your cup. Lord. And so, that was just, I forgot to tell y'all, my mama's in the house. Say, hey. Oh, Lord, if she said it any louder, y'all will be able to hear her. Okay. Yeah, it says President Trump handshake snubbed by French President Macron at Pope Francis' funeral. Y'all, I got a video of this. I'm going to play it with the sound first, and then after the sound one, I'm going to play it while it's looped so y'all can really see this nonsense, y'all. So look, Zelensky, he shakes hands with Zelensky. Then he goes to shake, Donald Trump puts his hand out, and boom, no shake. Donald. As many times this man done ghosted your handshake, why would you still keep putting your hand out there?
I guess just to be courteous. I don't know.
Like if somebody showed me, that, they don't want to be bothered by my handshake.
Yeah.
It's like the first time, you do it and the person ignores you, you go, oh.
Right.
Okay. Maybe it was me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then the second time you go back and they ghost your hand, and then you like, now wait a minute, now come on now.
Yeah.
Oh, man, come on, cat.
And guess what? After that, I'm not going back for a third one. Period. Ever. You ain't never got to worry about me coming back after you done dissed me 2 times.
Yeah.
And you think I'm gonna come back for a third one?
Tripped out.
Now maybe a year later, after you've calmed down and maybe we've talked some more on the phone.
Yeah.
And gotten to know each other a little bit better. Now I think that next time I see you in public, you might not ghost me like that. But for me to keep getting the egg on my face every single week, like I told y'all, Donald Trump been doing up down there to the child. We did a whole thing on how much egg Donald Trump get in his face on a daily basis. Like I said, when you stealing money, you don't care, child. It says Trump's handshake snubbed by French President Macron at Pope Francis' funeral. Tensions between the U.S. and France over the Russian-Ukrainian conflict may have spilled over into the Pope Francis' funeral. Ghetto. Being ghetto. As the French leader appeared to snub Donald Trump. I told you earlier. Excuse me, y'all. Y'all think black shade is good? Child, white shade is. Woo, child. They shade your ass at the Pope's funeral, okay?
They don't care where they at.
It says prior to the mass to honor the Pope's life and work, President Trump met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to discuss a peace deal with Russia. Before their powwow, French President Emmanuel Macron stopped by to say hello to Zelensky, grabbed his hand tightly, and as they exchanged some words. Trump appeared to reach out to Macron's arm before moving in between the pair as they spoke during the handshake, child. Only the Frenchman never fully returned the gesture as the pair locked into a terse conversation. I don't know what that means. The video does show Macron's hand hovering near Trump's forearm as if he overshot the handshake and pulled back. Child, that is shade.
Yeah.
The Volodymyr Zelensky and all y'all up down there, because Trump tried to shade Zelensky down there to the White House the other week, and I guess Zelensky went and told Daddy Macron, and they all decided they was going to shade the hell out of Donald Trump together, child.
Yeah.
Everybody supports Zelensky for some reason. They said down there to their funeral when Zelensky walked in, everybody in the audience started cheering and all that, and clapping and everything. And they said when Trump came in, everybody just got silent. People was turning their backs and doing all kinds of stuff. You know why you call them dumb all the time. Your mama will be like, they need to. Let me stop. I can't say that.
Yeah,
anymore.
you can't say that.
Lord, that you talking about why they doing that, girl. Lord, bye, Donald Trump. See y'all later. Bye. And congratulations, Macron. You don't get no slam today. Y'all, these protesters is back up down here again. Oh, Lord. So y'all, they arrested this judge. Where's the judge? Oh my God.
Well, since we got the video.
The video doesn't show the judge though. This is about the judge. This story is about the judge.
Yeah.
Y'all, a judge got arrested by the FBI the other day for apparently helping an illegal alien get out of the country or whatever. ICE and the FBI are supposed to come pick up this guy down to the courthouse. They said that they're going to, she got the memo saying that they're going to, get him in the hallway or whatever after the case was over. Child, after the case was over, she going to tell the guy, look, go out through the back door. Because they out there to get you. And child, they end up catching him anyway because apparently he couldn't walk fast enough. So they got his ass anyway. It says, protesters chant after arrest of judge accused of helping a man evade immigration authorities. This comes from the Associated Press. It says, protesters chanted and marched Saturday outside the FBI after agents arrested a Milwaukee judge accused of helping a man evade immigration authorities. The case has escalated a clash between Trump administration and local authorities over the Republican president's sweeping immigration crackdown. Well, listen, nobody's coming to open that door for you. Just chill out. Y'all, JoJo is in here acting up, y'all. It says Milwaukee County Circuit Court Judge Hanna is accused of escorting the man and his lawyer out of her courtroom through the jewelry door last week after learning that the immigration authorities were seeking his arrest. Girl, you know you can't be doing stuff up down there. I got a little news clip I want to show y'all. Y'all watch this.
That the Judge Hanna did make her initial appearance this morning. She was charged with 2 federal crimes. That includes concealing a person from discovery and arrest, and the second count is obstruction of federal proceedings. She appeared, her attorney in that court proceeding said that, quote, Judge Dugan wholeheartedly protests the arrest, and the judge ended up actually ordering her released after that hearing. We expect that she will plead not guilty to those charges. But this is a dramatic escalation, obviously, of the Trump administration's, war with the judiciary. They have been previewing the possibility that they would seek charges against any judge or federal officer or even state officers who they say obstruct lawful deportation efforts by this administration. But
child, listen now. Now listen, Hanna. Now, you misrepresenting the Democrats when you start doing stuff like this. Now, you're making us look stupid and crazy. Now, they supposed to look stupid and crazy, not us. Okay? You breaking the law. You know you're not supposed to be doing that. Do I agree with you getting arrested? Probably, yes. Do I think you need to stay in jail? No. You're lucky that the judge that your judge before was probably one of your colleagues.
Yeah.
And that's why you just got off with the little, excuse me, y'all. My indigestion is so bad right now with your little slap on the hand. Listen, stop breaking the law, Democrats. Let's not turn into Republicans down here. Let's not start doing that.
Right.
Don't do that. You know you're not supposed to do that, okay? Bye, Judge Hanna. You don't get no slam today, but listen, y'all rest of y'all judges out there, don't start doing this kind of nonsense because we can't win a fight if both sides are breaking the law.
Right.
Okay? Let's not do that. Bye. Oh, goodness, y'all. Lord.
It was 2 pages.
It was?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm fine with that. With what I did, child. That's enough. All right. Oh, hey, boo. Y'all, where's the, how come I have this? Oh, sorry. Boo, guess what? We're going to come right back to you, boo, okay? Just hold on, okay, boo? Just wait a minute. It says Birdman. We go from that to Birdman, Lord. It says Birdman claims all rappers fail after leaving Cash Money Records. Auto Slam again. Why are you saying they fail after they leave Cash Money Records? Because you just like Diddy and the rest of them up down there. All you do is take them people money. Mm-hmm. Lord. Now let me get back to my boyfriend. Let me see. Where is he at? Hey, boo. Lord. Y'all, this is Luigi Mangione up down here. You have a better picture of him than this. How come you didn't use no better picture?
Oh, you don't like that one?
No. He look like he giving dreamy eyes to everybody. I don't want everybody looking at Luigi eyes like that. It's for my eyes only, boo. Y'all, it says Luigi Mangione case marks a shift in politics of the death penalty in the United States. Now, the death penalty had been taken off the table.
Yeah.
Now, Pam Bondi, with the direction of Donald Trump, told the prosecuting attorney to charge this man with, not charge him with, but put murder back on the table. I mean, death by whatever back on the table.
Yeah.
So now it's back up down here, and Luigi's sitting up down there to the courthouse. Now, they saying they violating this man's constitutional rights by doing that. So we're going to see what happens with that. It says Luigi Mangione case marks a shift in politics of death penalty in the United States. This comes from NPR. It says Luigi Mangione, 26, appeared in federal court on Friday for the first time after his indictment on federal charges of killing former CEO of United Healthcare, Brian Thompson. Mm-hmm. Federal prosecutors formally filed notice with the court Thursday that they plan to seek the death penalty. Mangione pleaded not guilty on Friday.
Yep.
That's right, boo. You plead not guilty up down there. And guess what? I heard somebody on TV saying today that it's going to be hard to find 12 people to convict this man.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard. They down there protesting and everything. They got, I know all them girls down there screaming for my boo down there. Mm-hmm. Y'all better stop screaming for my boo down there because when he get acquitted, when he get out, when I come down there, y'all better part like the like what the Bible do in the Bible when the sea parted for Moses. That's what y'all need to do when I come up down there. Don't play with me, Elijah.
Oh, come on, cat.
Yeah, I know better. All them girls in there screaming. Yeah, I know he like black guys. So y'all might as well just go and get to the back of the line. It says, what's unusual in his case is that U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi announced earlier this month she was already directing federal prosecutors to seek Mangione's execution. It's the first death penalty case in the Department of Justice is trying to make with the President Trump's one-day executive order restoring executions of people on a federal death row and committing to pursue the death penalty for all severe crimes that demand its use. He's not getting the death penalty anyway. Even if he get convicted, he's not going to get the death penalty. So thank you, Pam Bondi, for nothing.
Not going to read the last part?
It says, because the Attorney General has chosen to proceed in this way, Mr. Mangione's due process rights have already been violated in the manner in which the government has acted and prejudiced, what is this? Prejudiced. Prejudice. Yeah, the grand jury pool and has corrupted the grand jury process, the attorneys wrote in the filing. Boo got a lot of stuff going on for him down there. Thank you, Boo. You got a lot of people on your side, child. You gonna serve some time, but it ain't gonna be that long.
Right.
He gonna be in and out. Then he gonna write a book. He gonna go on a book tour. They're gonna make a movie about him. He gonna be rich from this.
Yeah.
The Boo gonna make it big. Yeah, I believe in it. Bye, Luigi. You know you don't never get no slam down here to the good and crazy news, y'all. Oh, Lord. What is this? Oh, my God. Y'all, why people always got to do too much up down here? Why people always... Kanye, Boosie, why you playing with Glizzy Guzzler down here? Glizzy Gobbler? Now, look. Now... Lil Boosie, you shouldn't be talking this kind of noise down here. Let me see. Let me blow this up so I can see what's really going on up down here. What is this? He done took the microphone and turned it into a penis?
Yeah.
Child. Oh, my God, y'all. Let me see what this says. This comes from Boosie Badazz. He says, I smell LOL never! Exclamation. Your mouth smells like a ham and cheese hot pocket when it comes out to the microwave. Exclamation. What you need to do is watch what you tweet, bro. You have sons who look up to you and value your words. You just motivated your sons to put a dick in his mouth. You're making your son, child. Oh Lord, can you, Jojo, hold up, y'all. My dog is trying to get out the room and she just crying and acting up. Go on, yo, get out.
Boosie crazy for that.
Boosie is crazy, and you know what? He always talking the most stuff. And let me see this, Lord. and you know what? Boosie is right about Glizzy Guzzler a little bit. Glizzy Gobbler.
Yeah.
Because you know what Glizzy Gobbler is doing?
What?
I told you he's going to be influencing a certain amount of people to start doing that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. These boys going to be hanging out together. They're going to be reading this stupid Kanye story. Man, they're going to be, one of their homeboys going to pull out a magazine from up under the bed and see, I got magazines too. Look at this.
Look, someone going to say, if Kanye could do it as V or Bianca, I could do it too. No. Let me tell don't interrupt my funny stories when I'm trying to tell my stories. So they're going to go and reach up under the bed and pull out the magazine. And this is what Kanye did. Look at this. Ta-da. Wow. Look at that. Whoa. I've never done that before. Have you? I ain't never did it either. Lie cat. Child, next thing you know, they're going to be unbuttoning each other's pants and stuff and going down there and start glizzy gobbling each other down there. Y'all, Kanye, don't let Kanye lead y'all down this path of glizzy gobbling. Don't do that. It says right here that this comes from Media Takeout, and y'all knew exactly how I feel about Media Takeout.
But I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard that from me.
It says Kanye West is not squashing his beef with Boosie Badazz, even though Boosie expressed some sympathy when Ye confessed to molesting his younger cousin as a child. Now, one child cannot molest another child. Stop it.
You're right.
Stop it. You're just trying to do something here.
If one is 6 and one is 7 or 8, that's not molestation.
All right.
Okay, stop it. It says, I know that nigga smells poor. I never met him. That N-word smells poor. You know that N-word is poor. What the F am I talking about? Smells? Ye says in the clip while his friend is laughing. Oh, he trying to say that that Boosie Badazz is poor.
Yeah.
You know what? According to Kanye, he could consider Boosie Badazz to be poor.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? I've seen Boosie wear some Louis Vuitton shirts that I know was not real. I'm like, I seen that on Timo. You know, with the L and the V. He's wearing fake clothes. He be wearing clothes. But see, here's the thing about the TC. If everybody thinks that you're rich, and you can get away with knockoff sometimes.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But nowadays, these days, everybody sees the knockoffs all over the internet. So
exactly.
Oh Lord, Kanye talking about some oh Lord, bye Glizzy Gobbler, Lord, you and Boosie Badazz, y'all are both. If I was you, Kanye, I wouldn't even acknowledge Boosie at all. Period.
Right.
He's not worth acknowledgement.
No.
Not by Kanye, not by Glizzy Gobbler. Don't let me get away with not saying Glizzy Gobbler. Not by Glizzy Gobbler. Child. Y'all, guess what? We'll be right back.
This show is brought to you by Chris Castaneda with Mortgage Right. Tired of throwing money away on rent? Escape the cycle and start building real wealth. Chris can help you land the perfect home loan for your unique situation. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking to upgrade, we'll guide you every step of the way, from pre-approval to closing. Contact Chris today to get started.
Y'all, Lord, I'm talking about Boosie and Glizzy Gobbler. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. You can't make it up. Oh, goodness, y'all. Guess what it's time for, y'all? It's time for Men's Gossip. I ain't put no stank on it today. Y'all, it says that Shedeur Sanders finally got drafted 144th overall pick. Who is that? And why is this the story? He's 144th pick.
Yeah, but before they wasn't trying to pick him. That's the story you sent me.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. It says, this comes from TMZ Sports. It says, the wait is over for Shedeur Sanders after going unselected for the first 2 days of the 2025 NFL draft. Deion's son. Oh, this is Deion Sanders' son.
Yeah.
Deion's son finally has an NFL home with the Cleveland Browns. The former Colorado quarterback was the 144th overall pick, making him a fifth-round selection. Lord. Listen, by the time you're in the 5th round selection, you be like, can y'all just call me? I'll be at the house. Y'all just send me a text message, please. Because I don't need to be up that here. After the 2nd round, I'll be like, you know what, y'all? Hey. Come see y'all later. You know what I'm saying? Hey. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting out of here. Hop in my ride. You're already rich. Your daddy's rich, so the money part is not even it. You know what I'm saying? You're 144th pick. Now you're going to be a bench warmer down there to the Cleveland Browns. Child, you're going to have to really show your worth down there if you're going to get on that field. Yeah. Now, nepotism is not always worth it. It's not always worth it all the time. Just because your daddy's Deion Sanders, I would have been like, look, if y'all ain't going to pick me in the 1st or 2nd round, I don't even want to play. Like, daddy, look. I'm not finna go down there for 155th pick. I'm not doing that. Yeah. Son, yes you is. You gonna get out there and play that football and blah, blah. Nigga, I want to drive a bus. Okay, what is you talking about? It says even his father, NFL Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, believed he'd go that high, and the family threw a huge draft party on Thursday where Shedeur ended up the night with a music performance. That night, Sanders said, falling out of the 1st round added more fuel to the fire, and that's what tomorrow it says, and that tomorrow is the day we're going to be happy regardless. Well, Friday wasn't his day either, but the anticipation ended once and for all on Saturday. Sanders' drop is the biggest storyline in the NFL draft. Some resorted to speculating whether the NFL owners were colluding against him. I think they were.
Yeah.
I think they were. Because, they mad of Deion Sanders' success right now.
Yeah.
And they don't, and to be honest with you, if Deion Sanders was as powerful as LeBron, like if Deion Sanders was still playing right now, his son probably would have got picked in the first or second round. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
But since Deion Sanders has been retired so long and he's trying to build his NFL coaching career, they like, no to your son. Send him back there. Y'all got enough money in y'all family already. We don't need both of y'all being in the same family, being rich as hell up down here. Nope, nope, nope. To the no, then no, then no. So I do believe that. It said President Donald Trump. Why is Donald Trump even in this? Why is Trump in this? He in black folk business now. Let me see what he got to say. President Trump even weighed in on Sanders on Friday, saying owners were stupid to pass on him. Okay, so Trump's on Deion Sanders' side.
Yeah.
Lord. He spent his last 2 seasons at Colorado where he threw 64 touchdowns and picked up numerous accolades, including the Johnny United Gold Arm Award, along with major NIL deals with brands like Nike and Gatorade. Now he's heading to the pros, ready to prove everyone who passed on him was wrong. Okay. Well, maybe that's what he's going to do. Just like whoever, that guy who won the Super Bowl last time for Philadelphia, they talked shit about him. Talked about him so bad, talked about his college career, talked about every single thing, and he got it there and won the whole Super Bowl. And got MVP too on top of that. So maybe they trying to humble him. Maybe he was being cocky or something. They trying to humble him down. Listen, Shedeur Sanders, go down there to that Cleveland Browns team and show your ass. Okay? And make them eat it.
Yeah.
And for the second season, when you become a free agent after your first season, when they try to give you those little tiny medium checks, you can be like, no, I need the big check.
Yeah. So
that's how you do that. Because right now, you 5th round, you gonna be making about probably $75,000 a year.
Oh, but come on, cat.
Lord, bye, Shedeur. You don't get no slam today. Lord, and guess what, y'all? That is the end of men's gossip. All right, does this video have sound? Let me see.
George
Santos. It
Santos.
does. All right, y'all. George Santos, the queen herself, honey, the Miss Thing child. Remember, she was down there. I keep trying to tell y'all people. The Republican Party pretends like they want to accept blacks and gays and all these groups and stuff. They don't want y'all. They keep showing you over and over. If you a certain type of white man, you get to get away with everything, break all the laws you want to. But if you black or gay, this is what happens to you. Now, he was just running around Congress, girl, I'm in here. I'm down here now, y'all. Girl, this, that, blah, 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 woo, 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 woo. And then clink your ass. And now your ass has got 8 years in prison. I knew this was going to happen to you. They did him down there.
Yeah.
Gave him 8 years in prison. I'm about to tell you right now. Child, George Santos, girl. This is what y'all get. This is what happens to you when you mess around with trying to become a Republican. How does this look? You a Latino gay Republican. Those 3 things do not go together.
Right.
And you got shown today. Because he could have got 2 years was the minimum. He could have got 2 years, but you know what he did? He went in there running his mouth like the queen do. Everybody else that got charged like me, they don't get no big time. Oh, they don't. Okay, well, you're going to be the first one. Girl, go sit down. Bye. And she down there to the courthouse crying and carrying on, and the judge was like, I don't care. Anyway, bye. And they done did your ass up down here. I keep trying to tell y'all, gay people and black people, you can't run down there and think you're going to be some sort of Republican. I remember one time when Tim Scott, he's a black Republican from South Carolina, he was up there talking, and Lindsey Graham had the nerve to say, you can be like Tim Scott if you want, as long as you know your place. That's what he said on TV. Y'all stop playing with these Republicans. Y'all going to learn one day. It says, this comes from the Associated Press. It says, less than 3 years ago, George Santos was up and coming Republican political star. No, he wasn't. He was being known for all the bad, wrong shit. Okay, stealing money, writing checks, being in drag, denying it, changing his name, stealing votes, just doing everything, misrepresenting gay people and drag queens. Like, he wanted to be the ultimate stunt queen.
Right.
And it didn't work. That's what your ass get. Flipping a house seat in New York City's suburbs, but he soon came under fire for lying about his whole life story. And on Friday, the now former congressman was back on Long Island for a very different announcement. He was sentenced to more than 7 years in prison for fraud and theft. Here's the timeline of the series of his fall. Child. In 2022, Santos defeats Democrat Rob Zimmerman in the first known congressional election to openly gay men. Okay, December 22, New York Times published a story questioning whether Santos fictionalized his resume. In other words, lied on his resume.
Yeah.
He lied on his resume, y'all. Now, a lot of people fudge their resumes. A lot of people do.
Yeah.
He was saying shit like, I worked for Goldman Sachs and stuff like that. And they would call down to Goldman Sachs, and Goldman Sachs be like, we never heard of this man.
Who?
George Santos. He ain't never worked here. Then he went down there and says, in December 26, 2022, Santos admitted fabricating some details of his biography, including that he had a degree from Baruch College and that he had worked for Citigroup and Goldman Sachs. He doing all this lying. Like, listen, bro, your whole shtick can't be everything is a lie.
Right.
That never works. People are going to figure you out because all they got to do is call down there to Citibank. Hey, you know George Santos? No. Does he work here? Let me send you a picture. HR department. Y'all ever seen this man before? No. Now, you sure? Look in your computer. George Santos. Enter. Bang. No, we ain't never heard of him. Go down to Goldman Sachs, the Citibank. We ain't never heard of him. And he still kept going like none of this.
Right. Like, come on, bro.
Bro, listen. And then it says, then he claimed he was Jewish. And then he tried to clean it up by saying, oh, I didn't say I was Jewish. I said I was Jewish. Boy, get out of here. What's Jewish? Like blackish. Oh, goodness, y'all. It says in January 2023, Santos was sworn into office. Questions about him surfaced really quickly about how he financed his campaign after filing off for contradictory accounts. Child, let me tell you, this man was just lying, stealing, lying. Look, I have a news clip for y'all. Y'all look at this.
George Santos is now going to have a good deal of time to reflect on his behavior that led to the charges, that led to the conviction, and his behavior through the sentencing phase, which prosecutors said was the reason they were asking for the max. He eventually said, you know, I regret what I did, but in that same breath, went after the Department of Justice saying, yeah, but they want to land an anvil on my head rather than giving me the sentence that other people in my situation have gotten. Well, the judge weighed all of that, could have done the mandatory minimum of 2 years, which is what Santos and his attorneys were asking for. Prosecutors asking for those 87 months. Judge gave him every bit of those 87 months and then 2 years of supervised probation after.
Now, you couldn't tell George Santos that he wasn't sickening when he was down there to the Congress, y'all. He was running there, giving everybody his butt to kiss and acting all elite and grand and everything. You are a junior congressional person in the Congress. You're not even a senator.
Right.
You're in Congress, okay? You representing a small little neighborhood of people, and you running around there like you Jasmine, like you Marjorie Taylor Greene or somebody. Boy. Get out of here. It says on January 31st, 2023, Santos steps down from his congressional committees, but he says he won't resign. February 23, revelations surfaced that Santos had been charged with stealing puppies in Pennsylvania. Oh, Lord. I mean, this man, he didn't have no low, mommy. He was going to go as low as he can go. It says in 2017, by using bad checks, and he was writing bad checks to steal puppies?
Come on.
Oh, my God. It says the case was dismissed for Santos said the checks came from a checkbook that had been stolen from him. March 2023, the House Ethics Committee announces an investigation into Santos. May 2023, Santos is indicted and pleads not guilty on federal charges that he stole from donors in his campaign, collected unemployment benefits, and he didn't deserve, and lied in Congress about his wealth. Child, you know what? He was running for Congress, getting money from all the people and everything, and filed for unemployment and was getting that too. He is dumb because he tried to do everything at once. See, this is why I keep trying to tell y'all about stealing and robbing and doing all of that. Mm-hmm. You don't do it all at once. Right. You do one and you get away with that. You leave it alone for a while. You might double back a year later or 2 years later, do another little crime here and there. He just go on balls to the wall with crimes.
Yeah, it's like he just robbing every store on the same block.
Y'all, it says on October 10th, 2023, a new indictment accused Santos of stealing donors' IDs and making unauthorized charges to their credit cards. Oh my goodness, y'all, the hits keep coming. He's like Michael Jackson. Except for his is crimes and not hits. Lord. It says he's making IDs for people and charging their credit cards. Santos pleads not guilty to the revised charges later that month. On November 16, 2023, House Ethics Committee says he's scathed and says in a scathing report on Santos that amassed overwhelming evidence of law breaking, concluding flatly that he cannot be trusted. Now, these are politicians telling another politician not that he can't be trusted. None of them can be trusted. Right. Now, you know you terrible if the thief is going, he's a bigger thief than me. This is ridiculous.
I might be stealing, but I don't know.
What is he doing up down here, Lord? It says he getting away with too much. It says February 2024, Santos sues late night host Jimmy Kimmel. What are you suing Jimmy Kimmel for? You was on his show. I seen your big behind up on there. Oh, you know why? Because he did that skit about Santos being in drag and all of that. I remember that. It says suing Jimmy Kimmel, alleging Kimmel deceived him into making a cameo videos that were used to ridicule Santos on the show. That was funny. That shit was funny. It says April 2024, Santos drops his long shot independent bid to return to Congress. A month after announcing his candidacy, his campaign committee. Now listen, after all that he done been through, he's still like, I'm about to run again. This is, what's the word for this? Idiosyncrasy? Or just, boy, if you don't sit your big ass down. And then it says August 19, 2024, weeks before his case was to go to trial, Santos pleads guilty to wire fraud and aggravated identity theft, blaming his ambition for clouding his judgment and saying he was flooded with deep regret. Child, that is cap.
It's not
you have no regret. He's doing 10 crimes at a time. Tell me he regret one of them? No. You got 10 crimes going at once. You know what the hell you doing. It says, oh God. So they dropped the case against Jimmy Kimmel. It says April 25th, 2025, Santos is sentenced in federal court for more than 7 years in prison. Boy, bye. And guess what? You deserve every day that you're going to be up down there.
Yeah.
You lucky the maximum was only 8 years, because if it was 10, you would have got that.
Yeah.
And you're probably going to get out in 5 years if you can act right. No, I'm serious. If he act right, he might be able to get out in 5 years. But you know what? He ain't going to act right. I told y'all George Santos, while he down in that prison down there, he need to go on and cut up some of his clothes and turn it into a drag outfit. Make him a wig, put it up down there, and entertain the boys up down there to the prison with the drag show.
Go up there and dance.
And then he can... I'm telling my story. You supposed to wait till I stop talking or get to a period before you do that. I'm mid-joke and you like starting it up. Like, what? I guess you're trying to overcompensate for me complaining that you're doing pushing enough buttons. So he's like, I'm gonna make sure I push these buttons tonight. On time. Right in the middle of his sentence. Yeah, I forgot the joke I was just telling. Okay, you're going to be down there to the prison. get up in your drag, stand on top of a milk crate and do your show, and they'll give you those little tuna packs that Diddy's trading down there for the money. Instead of getting money, he'll get those little tuna packs that Diddy is trading with down there. Maybe him and Diddy could have a little thing going on since, you know, Diddy's a great entertainment manager. And him and this boy right here, George Santos, could be down there running the gamut with the drag show down there to the prison. Lord. Bye, George Santos. You get you deserve every damn thing. You got me stuttering up down here. Bye. Lord. Oh, Lord. You know what? I don't even care. I'm going to talk about that. Oh, here we go. I don't care about y'all people out there who say, Aki, you shouldn't be doing that because he has a disease or whatever. But I'm only doing this because I told y'all I only make fun of people when they do stupid shit. Now, he shouldn't even be down here running no departments of diseases when he does crazy shit like kill bears and put them in Central Park and have a dead worm in his brain. He shouldn't be running nothing in Congress.
Oh, but come on, cat.
Yeah, I'm going to hell for that. Yeah, listen, it's not his fault that Donald Trump think that he's smart enough to be running some department. I mean, hell, if Donald Trump came up to me and was like, Aki, and I was like, huh? And he was like, hey, you want to run the Department of Media down there with your experience with this show? I'll be like, yeah, sure. And I go down there and, you know, and bring my expertise. This little show is my expertise to run some government shit down there with some TV shit. No. Right. That's how he should not be down there. He's not qualified. That's like me going from here to being the studio director at CNN. No, that's not happening. Okay? It says RFK Jr. plans to phase out 8 artificial dyes from the U.S. food supply. Okay. I'm here for that.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. I'll take back all my shaking from earlier. Lord. All right. It says right here, it says, from the Associated Press, it says, U.S. health officials say they plan to phase out 8 petroleum-based artificial colors from the nation's food supply. Details of the plan are expected to be announced Tuesday afternoon by Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Food and Drug Administration Commissioner Marty Markey, who have advocated for the change as part of Kennedy's Make America Healthy Again agenda. The officials are expected to spell out a regulatory path for removing the color additives, a process that is typically requires public notice and agency review. I'm glad they're doing this.
Yeah.
Because you know what? A lot of these dyes, they're not allowed in the other countries. Only here.
Yeah.
Now. Huh? No. Like in food. Dyes. My mom's like, oh, like my shirt. No, dyes in food. So it says it would be a sweeping change for U.S. food producers who would likely replace the dyes with natural substitutes. Health advocates have long called for the removal of artificial dyes from foods, citing mixed studies indicating that it may cause neurobehavioral problems, including hyperactivity and attention issues in some children. The FDA has maintained that the approved dyes are safe and that the totality of scientific evidence shows that most children have no adverse effects when consuming food containing color additives. I don't believe that. Because, you know, kids eat more processed candy and shit like that than anybody. They eating more dye than adults.
Yeah, because all these Skittles and M&M's.
Yes,
and
all this stuff got all these dyes on it. And guess what? Some kids only want red. So they'll buy a whole box and just eat the red ones. And the red ones are the most toxic.
Yeah.
So, I don't believe that. Yeah, but good job, RFK. I take back all that I said earlier. This is the one thing you're doing that's good so far. Okay? Now, I'm going to keep watching your ass, and when you do something dumb, I'm going to read the story first to see if you did something dumb, to see if I'm going to do this or not. Yeah. Okay? Bye, RFK. JoJo, get out. Because you done disrupted the show already now. What do you want? What you want? My dog is not black, y'all. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Let me get RFK up out of here. Let me see. It says right here that oh no, wait. Is this the boyfriend jumping through the window in the video?
Yeah.
It says boyfriend bashes through window. A man in China broke a glass to get out of an argument with his girlfriend. How do you make that an auto slam? That's not an auto slam. That's
It
legit.
wasn't though for a story. TMZ didn't have.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. What? Oh my goodness, Lord. Child, he was trying to get out of an argument with his girlfriend. He went and jumped through. Child, it's in slow motion, baby. Oh, Lord. Oh my goodness, child. Why is she bothering that man to make him jump up, bust out of a window? Right. Oh, Lord. Now he got up and he's running. He put his shoes back on. Child. Lord. To get out of an argument. Good evening, child. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Do y'all leave people alone up down here? Yeah. Y'all leave people alone. When your man say he tired of you bitching and all of that, just shut up. Leave him alone. Y'all, this is how bad y'all would be harassing men. Yeah. This is how bad y'all make us feel. Look at that.
He done left his book bag and everything. He
and
did not care.
And guess what? You know how concerned she is about him?
How?
Not very, because she still got that damn bag in her hand.
Right.
She still got that bag.
Exactly.
She like, I don't give a damn. Look, you jump out that window. I'm not finna chase your stupid ass. You
she
just
probably yelling through the window.
Lord. Child, you said auto slam to this. I don't think this is an auto slam. I think he deserved to jump out the window if he wants to get away from that crazy witch. Bye. Lord. Y'all ever jumped out of a window to get away from somebody?
No.
I have.
You have?
Yeah. I've jumped out of a window before to get away from somebody. Not they wasn't standing there like that. Mm-hmm. But, you know, they was in another part of the house. And I was like, I want to get out of here. Lord. Oh my God. This is cap. I already know this is AI generated. I can already tell. And you know why? Because first of all, that story we did the other day about Tina Knowles, that was cap too. So that was cap. This is cap too. First of all, I can tell this is AI because you know why? They tried to merge her face with like Azalea Banks' face.
Oh, okay.
This is not Tyra Banks' whole face. The top part with the eyebrows and all that, that's somebody else. Because her eyebrows is not even that low. Look at this picture right here. Look at the actual picture of Tyra, okay? Look at this picture, the actual Tyra, okay? I'm about to show you something. You can't be believing everything. Look what her eyebrows are on this.
Yeah.
And then look what her eyebrows are over here. Listen, and then look. First of all, Tyra is not skinny enough to have her face sunken in like this. No. I bet you this story come from Media Takeout. I haven't even looked at it yet, but I know that it did because this is not true. Tyra, first of all, Tyra is getting older, not younger. This black version of supposed to be Tyra, that was way younger than what Tyra actually is, even though, look at the two pictures. You can see it's not the same person.
Yeah.
This don't have nothing to do with no surgeries or nothing. Y'all, this comes from Media Takeout, and y'all know how I feel about Media Takeout.
But I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard that from me.
It says Tyra Banks looks totally different at Fashion LA Awards, but still snatches her own fashion icon crown. This is not real. I don't believe it. Bye. I'm not even reading this. No. Bye. Again. I'm not finna disrespect Tyra like that. Yeah. I'm not finna do that. She's a queen. She's a national treasure. She's America royalty. That's like me clowning Tracy Ellis Ross like the other day or something like that. Or talk about there's certain black people that are icons, and Tyra's one of them. And I will not speak bad about her. She ain't never did nothing to nobody, and I mean that. So whoever's trying to clown her, Media Takeout, whoever it is, shame on y'all, because this girl do not even look like this. Everybody know that is not Tyra Banks. That's some kind of mashup between Azalea Banks, Tyra Banks, and it is, because you know what? Azalea's last name is Banks also. So this is a joke, obviously, because remember I said that it looked like Azalea Banks.
Yeah, you did.
So because the mouth is Azalea Banks. Look at this part. That is Azalea Banks.
Okay.
And they both last name is Banks. So this is a joke. Trying to make them look like they are related or something like that. Girl, Y'all stop playing with her. Byron Donalds, ill. I don't want to talk about him. You know what? His story keep not making the show every other day. And guess what? He ain't gonna make it today either. Bye again. Around the world, quadruple slam. Byron. Lord. And y'all, guess what it's time for? Y'all, it's time for boom, the Kim K Slammm. Oh goodness, y'all, listen. Trump, don't even try to shake Macron's hand no more, because he doesn't already let you know more than once. Stop touching him. He's not shaking your hand, and he don't agree with nothing that you're doing in the United States. Bye. Protesters. Oh, you know why? Another reason why Macron don't like Trump, because they try to say that Macron's wife was transgender woman, and Trump was saying that too. I would never shake his hand again either. Protesters chant after judge accused. Okay, judge, you know you shouldn't be doing that. You're making us look bad. Don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that. I don't agree with that at all. Birdman claims all rappers fail. Nobody cares. Luigi Mangione, hey boo, you ain't going to prison for life. We all know that. Kanye blast Boosie Badazz. Boosie, you stupid. Both of y'all the dumb Glizzy Guzzler and whatever his name is, y'all. Shedeur Sanders, listen, y'all should have just not make him made it, because he probably didn't even want to go at that point. It's like, girl, I've picked 144th. Listen, I'm going to play baseball. Bye. George Santos, good. We are so happy for you. He don't have to turn himself in till July. He might as well just go ahead and turn himself in now, so he can get out a couple of months later. Earlier at the end of his sentence. Yeah. Child, RFK Jr., you doing a good thing up down there. Boyfriend who jumped out the window, please don't go back to that girl. Please don't. Tyra Banks, that's a whole, this is cat. Period. And Byron Donalds, I don't care about you no more. Now, how can y'all get in contact with co-executive producer?
On Instagram at Judas Photography, JUDAHS Photography.
And y'all know what I'll be doing till next time, y'all. I'll be sitting here waiting at the door.
Sitting here waiting at the door, yeah. 1942. Sitting here waiting on you, yeah. Just waiting on you, just waiting. I'm spending all alone. Been waiting